Beautiful. Welcome back to my channel, The Holistic Boss. This is Coach Renee, your holistic health and wellness strategist. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory smoothie for knee inflammation. If you have inflammation build up in your knee, I am going to be making a smoothie to release, and remove that inflammation from your knee and probably inside of other parts of your body, right? But today I'm going to focus on knee inflammation. Why? Because I am that product of knee inflammation this past week. As if you can remember, last Friday, I mentioned in my video that it seemed like something was going on in my knee and I wasn't sure what that was, but I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And I will share with you at the end of this video what I've been doing. So stay tuned, watch the entire video, and I'll share that with you at the end. However, so I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I had a friend come in town, so I've been doing a lot of driving, and it's just a lot of, and I'm preparing for an upcoming scouting trip. That's a lot going on, right? So a lot of stress built up in the body. It's good stress. And unfortunately, it ended up in my knee. So I've been doing a lot of, up and down the stairs, a lot of moving around, a lot of this, a lot of that. And your body, inflammation starts to build up, right? Yes, I continue to eat healthy, but sometimes you might miss eating a meal or whatever because you have so much going on, right? And so our body is so fragile, it starts to say, hey, wait a minute, you've been eating 3 meals a day and you skipped a meal today, or you've been drinking this juice and then you didn't do a juice today, or you've been drinking these smoothies and you didn't do a smoothie today. What's going on? Where's my water, right? That body talks to us. So how does our body talk to us? It talks to us through pain, right? It lets us know that, hey, I need attention. I need some kind of attention. You've been ignoring my body. You've been ignoring me. So I'm going to show you up in the knee. I'm going to say, hey, this is where I'm going to land. So that's what happens to the body. So what did I have to do? I had to stop and give my body some more extra love, right? Pay attention to this piece of my body that was paining me the most, right? So that meant that, okay, I couldn't go see my friend every single day that they were here. So I had to take a whole day off and give myself that extra love and care, right? That I always do. So when we have family in town, friends in town, sometimes we miss our routine. So I was out of my element. I was out of my routine. And that's what happened. My knee got inflamed. So I had to, like I said, do some extra love, show my body some extra love. And I'm going to give you 5 tips on what I did to release, remove, and heal that inflammation from my body, from my knee, because it had to start in my body and protrude it down to my knee, right? So inflammation can go anywhere in the body. It can go in your knees, all your joints, your fingers, your toes, right? Inflammation does not discriminate. And that's when joint pain can start anywhere on our body. So I'll share the 5 tips at the end. I'll share what I've been doing behind the scenes at the end. I'm going to share 5 tips with you on how to remove that inflammation from your knee. And then first, I'm going to do the smoothie. All right. But so let me share with you what I'm going to be making my smoothie with, right? And these ingredients that I'm using today can be modified. They can be changed, or you can eliminate something if you have allergies. But the most important thing in this antioxidant, anti-inflammatory smoothie is targeting inflammation. So if you have allergies to any of this, or if you're taking any type of blood thinners, medication, please check with your healthcare provider, your doctor, right? Your holistic healthcare practitioner, your holistic doctor. Check with them before you take and drink of this delicious smoothie that I'm about to share with you right now. All right. So I'm going to be using a half of a cup of frozen mangoes. And I'm using my small blender today because I am just making like 1 glass, and I drink 1 glass in the morning every day until my knee, the swelling has gone down from my knee, the fluid, because swelling is nothing but fluid on your joint, right? So we got to get that swelling down. We got to get that inflammation out. And I'm going to share those tips with you, right? So we got a 1/2 cup of mango. I am going to use a golden kiwi, and all of my fruit is organic, right? So I'm going to use a golden kiwi. Golden kiwis have more vitamin C. They're sweeter. And even though it doesn't taste really sweet, so this is this for you, those of you who are pre-diabetic or diabetics, this is a good fruit for you. It's low glycemic, right? So it's delicious, and it has lots of vitamin C. And it also if you want to leave the skin on, you have more vitamin C, more vitamin E, but I'm going to take the skin off because I don't want the skin. You can leave it on. It's not going to do no harm, but I'm taking my skin off. So I'm going to cut the skin off. So, just know that everything is, you can change out, substitutable. That's the word I'm looking for. Everything is substitutable, right? If you have allergies to any of the ingredients that I'm using, know that there are substitutes for what you can use, or you can leave it out, right? You don't have to use mangoes. You can just use peaches but when you're trying to pair taste and everything, you want to make sure that you're using a fruit that's going to par well with ginger and turmeric. So you can have a nice tropical smoothie. And that's what this is kind of going to be like, right? Nice tropical smoothie. All right. So I'm cutting the skin off of here. And it doesn't matter if some is left on, it's okay. So, and I can smell it. It smells so great. A lot of nutrients in this vitamin. So, we want to make sure that we get lots of vitamin C and when we're doing these smoothies for joint pain and trying to fight inflammation, we need lots of vitamin C because it's going to strengthen our immune system, right? If our immune system is compromised or weakened at any point, then our body is going to build up inflammation inside, right? Okay, so there is the mango. I'm sorry, the kiwi. Next, I am going to I'm going to use a 1/2 inch of turmeric, fresh turmeric, right? And be careful with the turmeric because turmeric, if you get it on your clothes, get it on anything, the stain is almost on, you can't almost get it out, right? So do not get this on your clothes or anything that you don't want to turn orange. This is the color of turmeric, and it's the way the color is supposed to be. So a 1/2 inch of turmeric and ginger, 1/2 inch of fresh ginger. These turmeric and this ginger are both antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. We are trying to remove the inflammation in the body. So we need something that's going to fight the inflammation, something that's going to fight the oxidation, because that's what happens. Our bodies get oxidated inside, so we need something to fight that oxidation. And these are both antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. So we're targeting certain areas of our body. And that's when we use the fruits that's going to do that, or the spices, right? And so that's what this is. And the vitamin C, right, along. So we're trying to build up our immune system so we can get rid of the oxidation, we can get rid of the inflammation, and we can just bring our body back to its normal state. And this is how we do it with this smoothie, right? And next, I am going to sprinkle some more vitamin C, and that's lemon. So I'm just going to squeeze some drops of lemon on top of this, right? So until, you know, it's just a few squeezes is fine. There we go. Just a couple of squeezes to give it that nice extra little taste. And then I am going to use, of course, a plant-based milk. And that milk is, saw a seed in there. I'm going to get the seed out. Okay. And the milk is going to be none other than coconut milk, right? It's coconut milk. And the mango that I use they're frozen. Like I said, frozen organic mangoes. You can get this at any store, any local grocery store, right? All right. So I'm going to use a half a cup of this coconut milk. You can use almond milk if you like, if you prefer, whatever. Just make sure it's non-dairy because we're trying to keep the inflammation. You don't want to use regular milk, of course. We're trying to keep the inflammation gone. So I'm just going to pour a half a cup of coconut milk inside here. There you go. And then we are going to start the blending process. Now, if it's not enough milk, of course, then I will add some more milk to this. But right now, we are going to start the blending process to see where we go. And you blend this for like probably just a minute or two, depending on how the blender was working for you. Sometimes you have to shake it up because this little blender is super small. So it likes to get stuck sometimes at the bottom. So you have to kind of shake it up a bit, give it. It's too. It's too small to. I didn't want to use my big blender because it's not enough ingredients, you know, for just for. Okay, so this looks like it's blended pretty well. Yes, it looks kind of like ice cream, sorbet. So I am going to pour that inside of my glass. You can see that. Ooh, it looks yummy. Yummy for the tummy. Okay. See, it made just one glass. It's all you need in the morning. And if you don't want to drink it first thing in the morning, I like to drink mine on an empty stomach. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But as a rule of thumb, when I'm making these type of smoothies, I like to drink it on an empty stomach because it tackles whatever it is that needs to get out of the body first thing in the morning, right? So I drink my water, make my smoothie, get my gut going rather. And then, then you can go to the bathroom and eliminate those toxins because once you get the inflammation out of your system, by removing it, you got to eliminate it. Eliminate that inflammation, the toxins that's causing the pain, right? You have to eliminate the toxins that's causing the inflammation that's causing the pain. All right. So now I'm going to top this off with some pepper, because pepper and turmeric together, it works better for the body. It'll tackle the joint pain wherever that is in the body. So you want to use pepper, black pepper. And so I'm just going to sprinkle some black pepper on top of the smoothie like that. You can see that. And then I am going to stir it together. Stir it inside of the smoothie. And now we have an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory smoothie to remove, relieve, heal the knee inflammation. This is a knee inflammation smoothie, right? We want to get rid of that because that's what's causing the pain. And we got to get it out. Gone. Remove it. Let's taste it. Oh, it's a little sweet, but it's absolutely delicious. The mango, and you can use less mango, but the mango and the kiwi just makes this lovely. You got your ginger in there, you got your turmeric in there, the black pepper, and the coconut milk just makes it nice and creamy. So this is awesome. So good. So good. So now here's what I want to share with you. I want to share with you the 5 tips to begin that process to remove the inflammation in your joints, right? And here we go. So this is what I did in order to get that inflammation out of my system, in addition to making my smoothies every morning, my anti-inflammatory smoothie, my antioxidant smoothie every morning. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to take a 30-minute Epsom salt bath because you want to relieve the swelling, get the fluid gone, get out, and I found that hot Epsom salt baths, not hot, burning hot, but warm enough to whatever your body can stand. I found that helped my knee pain a lot by putting Epsom salt in my bath water, soaking it for 30 minutes, and then just rubbing your knee, kind of massaging your knee up and down your leg. Just massage it to make sure that the whatever is inside that knee, you're just massaging it, so it can just move around the fluids and everything, right? That was number 2, 30-minute Epsom salt bath every day. Number 3, you want to elevate your knee with ice, for the swelling again, and or heat, depending on what's going on with your knee. Did you have an injury? Like me, I remember, I never talked about this, but as I think back when my knee acts up like this, when I was in my 20s, I was the passenger in a car, and the guy stopped, my friend stopped from running a light. So what happened? I hit my knee on the glove compartment, right? The glove right in front, my right knee. And I never thought to think that, oh, this could be from an injury years ago. And so it acts up depending on the weather, depending on how much activity you're doing throughout your day, your week, or whatever. So it acts up every now and then, right? So yeah, so injuries, we can be having joint pain from injuries from years ago in our back, in our lower back, in our whatever, right? So inflammation is not just from inflammatory foods, it could be from injuries. And so mine could be from that injury where it flares up every now and then, because I don't eat inflammatory foods, unless I do every once in a while, blue moon. And how often is that? Not very often. But it's so it's a buildup of stress, working a lot, moving around a lot, putting a lot of pressure on that knee, up and down the stairs, right? So all that combined can cause inflammation in the body on the knee, right? So elevate your knee with some ice or warm, cloth or something like that. Elevate it. You want to elevate your knee kind of high, as high as you can get it up above your head. I don't know if you can do that. And just, kind of make sure you have something to relax your neck with, of course, a pillow, a nice pillow, or just elevate it as high as you can get it, right? Because this is just to get all get the ease on the knee, right? So elevate it. That's number 3. Number 4, you want to stay hydrated. You want to make sure that you are drinking liquids, clear liquids like water. Get your water in there, your pure water, right? Make sure it's not, again, faucet water, unless you have a filter on your faucet. Make sure it's pure, clean water, but get your liquids in. That is very important that you stay hydrated. And number 5, you want to rest. Stop putting all that pressure on that knee like I was doing. I was driving, right? That right knee, you gotta push the gas. You gotta stop with the right knee. So I was constantly putting more pressure on my knee because I was doing too much driving, going to visit my friend. And I don't typically do all that driving like that. I don't have to because I'm not, everything in my area is close to what I need, right? So I was out of my element, doing things that I don't do on a regular basis every single day. So I had multiple things working against me, as opposed to working for me. So I had to stop and pay attention when my knee started throbbing like that, And so we shouldn't wait until our joints and our knees and things start throbbing like that before we stop. And I wasn't ignoring it. I was doing things, but I wasn't doing enough. So I needed to do more, right? I needed to just stop the driving, period. And that's what I did, right? So I rested. So rest your knee from all of this excessive moving. Now, you have to continue to exercise, like walk. You want to continue to walk, but not other exercises. You want to walk around your block, down your street, to make sure that it does not lock up on you. You don't want your knee to lock up on you, right? You still need to walk, not up the steps, not down the steps. Take the elevator, wherever you're going, take the elevator, but you need to walk on level ground, level field, to make sure you're still exercising that knee, So those are the 5 tips for removing knee inflammation, reducing knee pain. Number 1, I'll say it again, is make your antioxidant, anti-inflammatory smoothie every morning for 7 days until you feel relief of that knee joint pain. And if you need to do it longer, you want to check in with your doctor to make sure that you are not suffering from some other kind of ailment, or it could be something else going on in your body, right? So you don't want to ignore checking in with your doctor. This is not a substitute. This smoothie is not a substitute for going to your doctor. This is just to start the process to remove the inflammation out of your body, right? All right. So number 1, the smoothie. Number 2, a 30-minute Epsom salt bath every night until you feel some relief, right? Number 3, you want to elevate your knee, with ice or a warm cloth. Ice is going to help remove the swelling, get the swelling gone. So you need to make sure the knee is no longer swelling, right? Then you can put a warm cloth on there, or a heated cloth, right? Number 4, you want to stay hydrated with pure water, spring water, reverse osmosis water, no faucet water. We don't want to put no chemicals in our body unless you have a filter on your faucet. All right. All right. So those are the tips. We want to relax our muscles. We want to reduce the pain. We want the inflammation gone. And that's how we reduce the pain, reduce the swelling, by taking those Epsom salt baths, because magnesium sulfate is in Epsom salt and we don't need all of that other stuff, right? We just need the magnesium to help reduce and relieve the pain and the suffering. Now, thank you for sticking around. I'm going to share with you what I've been working on behind the scenes so hard, that's keeping me up late at night, every night for a long time. And it's not out yet, but it's coming. It's almost there. But I'm going to show you a sneak preview of what that is. And it is, what have we been talking about? This is my anti-inflammatory recipe guide that's full of meals, delicious meals that are anti-inflammatory, and it's going to help you get on track to eating healthier. These recipes are anti-inflammatory, right? Some of you have left comments that I don't know what to eat. What is it that I need? Do you have any recipes? So this is a book of anti-inflammatory recipes that I have designed especially for you, right? I'm excited about it. This is my copy. That's why you see all of the things that I've changed and corrected. I'm such a recovering perfectionist. I'm a recovering perfectionist, but this is going to be out really soon. So you stay tuned. And also I will have for you a weekly journal, so you can keep track of what you're going to be eating. How is it making you feel? I don't know if I'm going to keep this cover. I might. But anyway, it's going to go with this. So I want you to keep track of the foods, the liquids that you're consuming on a regular basis, so that you can figure out what is it that's causing your body to get inflamed so easy. What is it causing you to have joint pain? So I've been reading your comments. I've been thinking about you, and I want you to be out of this pain and this suffering, because it does not feel good. And who knew that I was going to experience this last week? So now I get to share with you. See, I'm human just like you. I'm not exempt from coming up with some kind of pain in my body, some kind of whatever. I'm not exempt. All I'm doing is taking care of my body, the body that God created, the best way that I know how. He's given me the tools, the resources, the wisdom and the knowledge, the education. He's given me all of that to take care of my body the way that he expected. So I have been admonished to share my wisdom, my knowledge, my education, my personal stories with you, so you too can become healthier. You can take back control of your health and your well-being, right? That's what this channel is all about. Is I am here to educate, to motivate, inspire you into transforming your health and your well-being, taking back control of your health and your well-being, so you can thrive and not survive. And that's what this channel is all about, right? So I'm here, and I've been through a lot of what you've been through. Some of it, not as much. Some of it, even more. I don't know. But I want to share my wisdom and my knowledge and my personal stories with you, so you can heal your body naturally. That's what this channel is all about. I'm trying to educate you and share how you can heal your body naturally, right? And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And share. So like, comment, and share this video with others. Don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of you are watching my videos and haven't subscribed yet. But please go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Like the video. And then share it with your circle of influence. Those who are looking to heal their bodies naturally, right? Because we have all the tools and the resources that we need. Now, if you have, I do want to say this, if you have knee joint problems, inflammation buildup, and you might have joint problems from other illnesses that's in your life, this smoothie is specifically geared towards those who are, suffering from inflammation, just inflammation, period. Try it, right? You won't know if this will work for you until you try it. If any ingredient is inside of this smoothie, it is modifiable, if that's a word. You can modify the ingredients, right? If you have allergies to anything that's in the smoothie, modify it. I've already said you can use almond milk if you can't do coconut milk. Some of you say you don't like coconut milk. Some of you just say you don't like almond milk. There's rice milk. There's all kind of plant-based milk that you can use. Just don't use dairy for this because it's not going to work. Dairy is an inflammatory because of the casein that's inside. It's a protein, which is why a lot of you have intolerances to dairy products because of the casein, which is a protein inside of the dairy, right? So make sure it's plant-based milk. If you don't like mangoes, do peaches. If you don't like peaches, do blueberries, right? You get the drift. Just substitute it for a fruit that you like. But the main ingredients that's going to tackle the inflammation is the turmeric and the ginger. Those are anti-inflammatories and they're antioxidants. We are trying to fight against something that's in our body that we want to get out, right? If you cannot do if you cannot do turmeric because of you're on blood thinners or some type of other medication, you can do pepper. You can do cinnamon. Those are also anti-inflammatories, right? So just check in with your doctor before you consume this smoothie, especially those of you who are on medication and blood thinners. All right. All right, beautiful. Well, it was so good to see you and see you virtually, or you see me virtually. And I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel. I'm glad that you found my channel. And I want to say a hearty welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome to the Holistic Boss. I am so thankful that you found my channel and that you're here. So I pray that you will learn something from this channel, the videos, the information that I share, because that's what it's all about. I want to share as much as I know, much as I can. That's all we can do, right? And always remember that everybody is unique. I teach by bio-individuality. What does that mean? What works for Coach Renee may not work for you. So we have to modify the ingredients for your whatever that is, your smoothie or your salad, whatever I'm making, right? So it's not going to work the same for everybody. So don't beat yourself up and don't say that, because it's not going to work for everybody. And we have to figure out what is it that's going to work for you, right? Something in these videos will work for you. You have to try it. Give yourself time, right? Give yourself time to heal, because when you're trying to heal naturally, it takes longer because it's trying to heal for good, right? So it's going to take longer. All right, beautiful. All right. Well, I'm going to take another sip. So good. Really good. All right. Until next time, do what? Remember to stay whole, healthy, and happy. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.